Be very quiet. They are listening. Let's discuss. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano. Early morning coffee rant here. We have something interesting to discuss today. You have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary. Have coffee with us this morning. Happy Friday. We are a few days away from Christmas. Today I am drinking yet again the 100% Colombian Kroger coffee. I am excited to try some of the coffee. A good friend of mine sent me Joffrey's from Tampa, Florida. Joffrey's, one of my favorite coffees down in Florida. Very excited for that. Probably be in the next coffee rant. However, we have some things we need to discuss today, and you may notice that on your phone or tablets or computers, things are coming up, things are happening, things that you discuss are showing up on your feed. I need like scary music in the background. Guys, this is something that's been going on for a long time. I wanted to talk about this because we got a couple comments on it. I was like, this happened to me the other day, and I was like, we need to talk about this. So how many times have you ever talked about something with a friend or family member, or wife or kids, and then all of a sudden you get on Facebook or just look on Google and it's offering the same thing, the same conversation, right? It's, I was talking about Kings Island the other day with Jessica, Winterfest. And all of a sudden, all these ads just came up on Winterfest on my Facebook feed. And I was like, isn't that ironic? And this has happened several times over the last years. Different things that now, obviously, anything that you type in your phone or computer or anything, it's going to give you a selection of things. Whatever you search for the most, Google's going to try to find, what you want to watch or what you want to look at, kind of like YouTube here. If you're watching my channel here, chances are you've been offered other videos that are similar to what we do here on the channel. That's called an algorithm. Algorithm is a constant calculation that is pushing the numbers ever in your favor, meaning that things that you like to watch may be popping up on your feed. That is not unusual. What is strange, though, is when you talk about something very random and then it just pops up on your phone, right? I remember some years ago, somebody was asking me what my favorite drink was, like favorite liquor. I don't drink, but I do like Woodford Reserve. Like if I was to have a nice drink, a nice adult beverage, I like a good Woodford Reserve on ice. I like scotch. I know that's a whiskey, but it's a higher dollar whiskey. It's not a gut rot whiskey as some would call other whiskeys. And then this was kind of new. I mean, this was years ago. It's like 7 or 8 years ago. And then all of a sudden I saw all kinds of ads for Woodford Reserve pop up on my phone. And I was like, wow, I was just talking about this. No, your phone is listening. Your phone is listening to everything you say, even if you are not on it. So it's always a good idea to be cautious. Anything that you don't want out there on the interwebs or things like that, to make sure your phone is far away from you or have it turned off. As to where these things really could... it's just like anything else. It's kind of like, what's her name? Starts with A, ends with A. Alexa. Whew, okay. Now, those are constantly listening to you, too. Jessica likes those things with the Amazon and all that stuff. I really don't, to be honest with you. I don't like having them in my house. I just don't like that thing is always listening. But my point is, I guess, is that all these devices are always listening no matter what. So you just want to be careful and be cautious things that you say out in the open. Because chances are they will probably come up into your feed and all this. Let me know down in the comments, what is something, give us some, let's make this fun. Okay, what is something maybe embarrassing that you didn't want to come up on your phone, or something that you were talking about with a family member? My embarrassing one is the whiskey. the whiskey. It was like, I don't even drink. And for that, and it's what's funny is that even doing this video, having my phone close by here, I wouldn't be surprised if I got an ad for Woodford Reserve. I'll bring that up maybe in the next coffee rant just to see what happens. Take a little sip of our morning juice here. I'm excited for the Joffrey's coffee. Good friend of mine. I messaged him. He is on the channel here, but I wanted to make sure before I mentioned his name. Before I mention his name, if, he was okay with that, but we'll just say a friend for now. But anyway, excited about Joffrey's coffee. That's my favorite. It's similar. It's more of a smoother, maybe smoother Pike Place. Most people know I like the Starbucks Pike Place coffee. I like the coffee you make yourself. As far as getting it from a Starbucks, well, it's kind of expensive. I'll get one every now and then if I, sometimes I need it. Get ready to do one of these store videos, and if one's close by and if I need coffee, it's either Dunkin' or that. Or I'll just bring my own, which I've been doing recently, which is a lot cheaper. Guys, I'll tell you what, a few days away from Christmas here. Pretty excited about that. Thank you all so much for all of the cards. Jessica is putting them all together. We've got well over 100 now, I know, and we are sending them out to you as well. I had to get more stamps today. Got some fun, festive Christmas stamps. But we are really enjoying that. We'll probably do like our annual Christmas video where we just kind of go on about things. I'm trying to get Jess to make a coffee and tea rant. Jessica don't drink coffee, but she loves her tea. And, yeah, a little insider, you guys may wonder why I talk about Bigelow tea so much. One, because we get hundreds of comments on it on the channel, but it's also Jessica's favorite tea is Bigelow tea. Now, she likes the salty caramel. She likes all kinds of different teas, but I always try to buy some of those up when they're on sale. They are on sale at Meijer for $2.49 until Saturday, so time to stock up on some of those. If you're looking for those last-minute Christmas things, guys, I'll tell you what, and another reason why I was mentioning this, they're listening. Well, JCPenney's is listening, because if you remember the other day, I was talking about JCPenney's. I didn't go to JCPenney's. I went to Macy's. I never typed anything in about JCPenney's. Any of the sales people were leaving in the comments. Now I'm getting all these different advertisements for JCPenney's. What were some of the other ones? Somebody mentioned Five Below, and I was talking to Five Below with Jess. That came up in my Facebook feed. What are the odds of that? There's no odds. That's listening. They're listening to you. So if you talk about things that you normally wouldn't talk about, I would just be careful what you say in front of all these advanced technological machines, right? And I'll tell you what, the things with AI today, guys, it's unreal. People, let me know, am I the only one out there that keeps hearing all this AI stuff? And the first thing that comes to my mind is Terminator and Skynet. I don't know, maybe it's all the coffee rants and the nightmares I have these days with everything going on, but when the more and more we dive into AI and all this stuff, I always think of Terminator, right? Because that's the, who knows? We got drones, we got computer devices that can hear your every word and present to you probably anything you want. Right? You can literally say anything you want. Have you ever noticed, and maybe I'm the only person that's ever done this, but if you ever say anything directly, like trying to get your phone to put up something, like say you're going out to eat somewhere, say you're going to Red Lobster or Olive Garden or one of these places, and then you just start talking about it, like, hey, maybe we should go to Olive Garden. That sounds really good. You'll never get it. You'll never get some kind of deal or discount. You won't see it. Try saying, I'm going to Olive Garden, but I really can't afford it. Maybe we should go somewhere else. Then see if you get a coupon. I don't know. I haven't played too much on that as of late, but I don't know, because it always seems like when it's something you want to do, it's almost like it hears you and realizes, oh, that fool's going to come pay the price anyway, right? But then if it hears, oh, wait a minute, no, he can't afford it, he can't do this. Oh, let's offer him this 20% off coupon, right? Play on words, I don't know. I don't even know if it would work. It just kind of came to my Came to my mind there. Try to use this technology to your advantage. How can I get $1 million as quick as possible? Nothing will ever come up. Nothing will ever come up. Maybe if you type in getting $1 million, or maybe if you just talk and say, well, getting $1 million is impossible. There's no way to actually do that. Try reverse psychology on the AI machine, right? I don't know, guys, but the good, the bad, and the ugly could be listening to anything you say, and that is why I wanted to do this video. You want to make sure that you're being cautious on things that you talk about, because these things, you know, the further and further we get into a technological world here of artificial intelligence and things that are, that we don't know anything about. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how these, I mean, I know how you could put it together, but I don't know how you can, one, keep it stable, keep it running, and keep it working to where it's only for the good. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there that are using AI technology for all different kinds of things. We know that's going on. And, you know, we always see in the movies, like any of these movies like Star Wars or any of these movies, like, look at this power, right? Look at this power that this creates. What if it gets into the wrong hands? It's already in the wrong hands. And that's what we have to be careful about. Talking about a random whiskey or a toy or J.C. Penney's, well, you know, that's normal talk, or how expensive the prices are in the grocery store. I'll tell you what, and it's probably mostly because that is what I do on the channel here. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. That is what we mostly focus on, how to save you money. Pretty much everywhere. We're expanding from food and moving on to clothing. No, we try to save you as much money as we can on different food prices. I get things for coupons and stuff like that all the time. It's funny too. Most of you, anytime I do a Kroger video, well, if you shop at Kroger, right, if you have a Kroger or even Kroger owned store, chances are when you click on my video, one of the ads is going to be Kroger, right? Maybe even if you might get a Kroger ad on this video, because it's something that we mostly watch, or something that you're mostly watching us do on this channel. Those are the ads that the algorithm is going to target to you, right? Because that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with food prices, ways to save, right? And it could be different. If you don't have Kroger, you're probably getting something from King Soopers or some Kroger-owned business out west or north or anywhere for that matter. Let me know if you're outside the states. What kind of ads are you seeing on our channel here? What kind of ads are they putting out there? Chances are you're seeing some of the same ads all the time. Now, if there's other things that you watch, like say you watch like movie trailers or something, you know, I'll watch movie trailers to a new movie I'm excited about, like Aquaman or something. Well, if I click on a video, it may send me different ads for different movie theaters that's going to have Aquaman playing. Let me know some of the ones that you're seeing on our channel. I get comments all the time of Kroger. I almost said Kmart. Of Kroger putting ads on our videos for you guys. So, I mean, that's good. I think that's a good thing. It's good advertising for them. It's good advertising for me, because that's what we're talking about. That's what we're going over. No matter how good or bad it is, you know, at least we're getting the information out there. You know, I remember when there was a lot of videos, a lot of advertising for the Boost program that Kroger is doing. It's actually very worth it, especially if you don't drive. And the funny, ironic thing about that too is that you get like double points on the Boost program on fuel points, right? You get like double the fuel points. So hopefully you can give those points to someone who does drive if you don't. But even if you say you work from home, Jessica works from home here. And, you know, if you just want to put out, you know, if you just want to have your groceries delivered, you're working, you're able to get your groceries delivered in the middle of the day. You set up time frames. Apparently it's like a 2-hour window. The next day, if you pay the $59 a year, if you pay the $99 a year, you can literally get your order that day, that same day. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, that's like Amazon level, maybe better. Anybody ever order anything out there from Amazon, and it'll say, "Oh, it'll be there in 2 to 3 days"? Because if you're shopping from Amazon, I would say there's a good possibility that you are a Prime member. Okay, because if you're a Prime member, you save a lot on the shipping and all that stuff, and it's well worth it. Plus, you get Prime Video, which is awesome. I love Prime Video. One of my favorite shows, The Boys. Yeah, first of all, let me say real quick, if you're jumping to see what show I'm talking about, it's very graphic. Okay, it's not for children at all. The Boys, it's an awesome show. If you are into kind of the superhero thing, they're kind of like evil superheroes, which is an interesting take. Imagine if Superman was evil and had all those powers. That's what The Boys is like. And the people who are trying to stop them are people like me and you who have no powers. And that doesn't really bode well for the good guys. But either way, it's a good show. Love Amazon Video, Amazon Prime Video. It's awesome. Now you're probably going to get an Amazon ad. I wouldn't be surprised. Guys are listening to everything. They are. They are. We've had a lot of comments on this over the last year or so. And I don't know. I was just sitting around here. What can I do as an early morning coffee rant? Whether this is a bad thing, a good thing. I mean, it's good in some ways. I could see in the future as we progress into the AI world, it could be bad in some ways. But, we're not looking at it that way today. We're a few days away from Christmas. We are spreading the cheer. I almost brought my Christmas glass in here today. Thank you all for all the little gifts and stuff. Like I said, me and Jessica are probably going to put together like a little holiday video where we show off some of the cards. Don't worry, we're not showing any names. But we have well over 100 cards. I mean, we're like at 150, maybe 200 cards now. Thank you all. Thank you all for sending those. And we are sending you all one back as we go along here. If our P.O. box is in the video description, in the About section of our channel. If you would like to send us one, we will send you one back. Probably middle of next week, we're going to stop because we're probably going to be pretty well over what we can really do. I mean, Jessica's doing these like all day. And she puts a lot of love and care in anything she does, guys. And I'll tell you what, she's an amazing woman. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. And I'll tell you what, that is a good saying right there. Good saying right there. As long as you can do this, you can accomplish anything. But yeah, we just gotta be careful of the things we say. The tongue is, well, they say the pen is more powerful than the sword. The tongue is the most powerful thing on earth. You want to be careful things you say. Be careful things you say to people. You want to be, this is a time of year where, and I try, I went to the store today. I didn't do a video. I had to just get a few things. And I was like, you know what? I'm in a good mood. We're going to walk around. Met a couple people that know us from the channel. Thank you. It was nice meeting you guys. But everybody, and I went to the same Kroger as I did yesterday, and everybody seemed pretty happy. Whether they were or not, if I noticed that anybody was like irritated or anything, I was keeping that smile. Going. Let's keep that smile going this weekend so that everybody can, just spread that cheer of the holidays. I know from some of your cards that you sent us, we got it's hard losing loved ones, guys. It really is. We got a few cards from a few different people, and our thoughts and prayers go out to you. Again, we'll never mention any names. But some pretty heartfelt stories, and I can only imagine. And, like our thoughts and prayers are with you, and Merry Christmas. And hopefully you can sit down and watch that Christmas movie and take your mind off of things a little bit and just kind of enjoy yourself, enjoy the season. I don't know what the weather is going to be like where you guys are. It's going to be in the 50s here all weekend. It's 50 right now outside. It is 50 degrees. It is wonderful. Wonderful. It's supposed to be like 60 degrees on Christmas. 60 degrees on Christmas in Cincinnati, Ohio. I might be able to wear shorts. That is pretty awesome. You guys know how I feel about snow. Could never snow. It snowed here the other day. It wasn't much. I told Jess, I said, you know what? That's good. There we go. You got your snow. I'm done. I'm just not a fan of snow. I like looking at it, but if I got to go out and drive in it, I'm not a big fan of that. Not so much for me, but for everybody around you, because you always get those few people that, think they have to slam their brakes when they're on ice, and that doesn't really end too well. But guys, just wanted to have a happy Friday with you guys chatting here about some of these things that we do need to pay attention to, with, chatting on your phone, maybe talking about things, if you're arguing with somebody, careful of the things you say that may be on your phone because they are listening. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.